With social distancing regulations in effect all over the country, you can't spend all day on Pornhub. So in between those fapping sessions, expand your mind with Uncle Nick. A 30-something bachelor in the jizz-soaked shores of California, he's probably the only guy left there who hasn't banged Amy Horton. His panache for public intoxication makes him the perfect redonkulous companion during this quarantine. Download your copy on Amazon today. A link is in the description.
What's up, you obtuse, dick-tickling taste testers? Go ahead, say that 3 times fast while you're half in the bag and your tongue is numb. I'll wait. Bad Popp showed up because I got bad news for everybody. My bad news is non-binary, kind of like the bathrooms that you shouldn't take your kids in. If you live in the Western world and you've been in a relationship, sounds refreshing, but it really isn't. You've asked yourself this one question. Am I the main event or am I a sideshow? Am I pole dancing on the main stage in front of everybody? Oh! You might want to put some ice on that, honey, and get yourself a shot at the bar. Or am I lap dancing in the champagne room where sex is not supposed to happen? Is this a situationship or am I just the side piece? I got 15 symptoms for you, and each and every one of them requires a drink. Yeah. Now remember, these symptoms are not necessarily sex specific. Because, biological sex is a social construct, right? I don't know about you, but I find that stunning and brave. Space Ghost is on. Let's just say you've been dating a person for 90 days, and you've never really met any of their friends or family. Well, there's a reason for that. You're the rub and tug plaything who gets to play in the mud. You are not the shiny trophy. You get hidden in the underwear drawer right next to the porn and dildos, not paraded in front of the family. Now, I'm going to let you know this right now. If you are cool with this, it's not a bad thing.
Which of these says I want to sleep with you more? Penguin or beaver?
There's nothing wrong with being somebody's dirty little secret, if you know what I mean. Emphasis on dirty because you get to do all the stuff that's not on the standard menu. You ever hear of a hot fudge cream puff with a side of Neapolitan ice cream? I know you're wondering, Popp, why Neapolitan ice cream? Well, I do have an explanation, but you probably don't want to hear it. Those are the colors of the butt sex rainbow. Oh, God, get some Astroglide. Oh.
Got some dessert for you.
You gotta be kidding me.
Why are you making me say this shit? It's so disgusting. There are 2 people here, but y'all are looking at me. Oh, God. That sick, twisted mother fornicator behind the camera, his mind goes to some pretty twisted places, and he drags me along with them. Oh, my God.
Come on, it's throw up. You like throw up.
I do like throw up.
We're only one item deep on this list, and I know we're getting demonetized. Go to redonkulous.com/donate and help us out, and while you're at it, don't step in number 2. These people, no matter how long you're dating them or how deep of attachment you have, they will look you in the face and say the following.
Why do we have to put labels on this? It just adds so much more pressure.
And it doesn't matter how much you talk about the future, because they're not changing their relationship status. You are a temp. You can put your pictures on the desk and fill up the drawers and think you're in it for the long game. But guess what? One day, you're going to get the tap on the shoulder and say, pack your box and get out. They're going to move you to an office in the basement under the stairs, and you're going to think, where's my stapler? It's always the quiet ones. When they say, I'll burn this place down. You listen to them, and you're like, hey, Bill, what's our liability insurance? Double it. It doesn't matter how good the sex is or if you laugh together. And why? because of lucky number 3. They want to keep things casual. That's code speak for, I really like your sexy time parts, but I don't like you. Now, I've made this mistake myself several times. I wanted to keep things casual because, the chick was a 6. And when you're banging a chick who's a 6 with all of the war paint makeup and club lighting, you better just give her the 6 dick. But, alas, I am a perfectionist, if you know what I mean. It doesn't matter if they're a 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, or the Icelandic Platinum Blonde 10. They all get the 10 dick. Those ladies cling to me like lint in a dryer trap, which is not a bad thing, but if you ignore it too long, it's a fire hazard.
I just want to live in your socks so that I can be with you every step of the way.
Wow.
So a word of warning for all the individuals out there giving the side piece the 5-star hotel treatment. It's all fun and games until that bill for room service comes. Just saying.
Yeah, I just love surprising you.
Yeah, I was real surprised when I saw you at my window at 3 in the morning.
Number 4. They like to pick fights to set the clock back. Now, if things are going along smoothly and you get to that point where you both should make it official, a mysterious fight breaks out. And, gentlemen, it'll be over absolutely nothing. We have all heard this one phrase.
So what you're saying is...
Well, guess what? It's over nothing and just went off the rails. It could be a fight over something you have done countless times that used to be appreciated. You're both in the kitchen, you're walking by, and you give a little pat on the rump. And all of a sudden she turns around,
Why are you always objectifying me?
and you stand there going, what the just happened? It's like being a little kid on a soccer field and a gunfight breaks out. Should I run? Am I gonna get shot for standing here? This escalated quickly. But most of all, I have nothing to do with this. I was just here playing with my balls.
You see what he did there?
And after all the chaos calms down, they look you in the face and go,
You know what? We need to reevaluate this relationship and start off fresh.
they are setting that clock back to 0 for no apparent reason. And all you really get out of it is makeup sex. Well, maybe that's worth it, Space Ghost. Or if you don't get the clock reset, you're gonna get number 5, the space talk. If you are dating someone and you get the following,
I need some space.
game over, man. Game over. What they're saying is they want space without you in it. So guess what? Take off, nuke the site from orbit. It's the only way to be sure. They want that wide open space so it can be filled with some bazooka juice that's not yours. And number 6 is like an inverse of Seduce and Destroy. And if you haven't seen that video, check it out. As a MGTOW red pill dude, you should never move in with anybody. When you move in with someone, you are putting them in a position of power over you. But there is still a whole ocean of blue pill thinkers out there who say the following.
Well, you know, we've been dating for like 6 months. We should move in together to save money.
Now listen, gentlemen, that's not a lease that you're signing. It's your own death warrant. But to your shock and awe, they don't want to move in with you. The best that they'll do is keep the knick-knack, paddywhack, and the vibrating bone in a drawer next to the bed. You know, I can set aside half my dresser and closet for you if you like.
No thanks.
Space Ghost. For you betting men out there, we have arrived at lucky number 7. And this one is primarily a friend zone thing, but it can extend into the situationship. Also known as a friends with benefits, the dick tickler, and the taste tester. These people will establish with you the absolute bare minimum of contact. They give you just enough to make you come back for more because you're stupid. And while we were all young and dick thinking, this worked like a charm to an embarrassing degree. We've all been the boho for at least one chick who said the following:
You're such a nice dude, I should date someone like you.
And when that occurs, you are so busy thinking with the little head, you don't allow the big head to ask some basic questions. If you want to date a dude like me, well, here I am. Jump on it, but you don't want to. You just want to keep me on the hook so I can throw you some resources once in a while, but only when you need them. Got a piece of advice for you, gentlemen. You find yourself in the friend zone and maybe you have a doubt? Asshole your way out, because assholes get second chances, nice guys don't. I made a whole video about the friend zone and how the whole shebang works. Here it is, check it out. And if this goes beyond the friend zone, you're gonna get a call for sex, but only once in a while. Now, if you're cool with this, more power to you, and you better wrap the tool and don't be a fool.
Contraceptives are not always effective, right?
We kinda didn't use any.
Oh, come on, kids, a little help here.
Now make no mistake, gentlemen, you are not the only one in line for this carnival ride. That line is pretty long and the seats are sticky because you're the 38th guy. So while you're waiting around, strike up a nice conversation with your new Eskimo Brothers. Oh, you don't know what that is? Well, I made a video about it. Here it is, check it out. This has nothing to do with snow, even though they both absorb the nasty flavors. Oh,
A worldwide pandemic has shut down the borders, and people won't stop listening to the lamestream media.
They're eating people. What do you expect us to do?
It's their culture!
You want zombies? That's how you get zombies. Brett William Mauser's Red Days gives us a disemboweled world where the end is nigh and the characters are high.
You want to give them the right to vote?
It's a right provided to them by the Queen!
Here, she's a whore.
Still more trustworthy than CNN. Click on the link in the description and stream Red Days for free on Amazon today.
Winning? No. Number 8. I know it sounds like I'm doubling back to number 1, but please hear me out. You will only meet a small, select group of their friends. And these friends have been briefed. They know the deal and they have no moral compass whatsoever. But if you know the deal, there is an upside. Her friends know the deal, and since you're a side piece, guess what? All of her friends become legitimate targets. So what is the upside? You could probably take them home, flip them over, and put it in the downside. Winning! And don't you feel guilty about it, gentlemen, not even for a second. You're the side piece, not the boyfriend. And you're just abiding by her rules. Don't hate the player, hate the game. And if you play that game good enough, you get the score on everyone in the room.
How about we start with a small tossed salad?
And the inverse of number 8 is number 9. You will never meet anyone from their work. Chances are their work buddies already know everything, but because they're not friends, and if they like you, they will rat that person out and they know it. And ladies, you are notorious for this. You will bitch about your love life to your work buddies. In fact, if your work buddies don't want to bitch about their love lives with you, you don't want to hang out with them. And to all my work bros out there, you're not getting off easy, pun intended. You do this shit too. Riggs shows up when he's got a nice 6 on the side. He's been talking about her. You know she's a side piece. So you use that to your advantage. You walk up to her, you put your arm around her, and you say, baby, I don't know how to tell you this, but you're the side piece, and he has a girlfriend. Oh, don't cry. You can cry on my dick in the bathroom. Now, I know you're wondering where the syphilis reference went. Well, this is a different Riggs, and he only gives girls chlamydia, screen 5.
Herpes. 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 Your turn.
And number 10, you should all know how to handle this if you've seen Booty Call Mileage. And if you haven't, here it is, check it out. You're dating someone and it's going great. and you want to take it to the next level. But as soon as you spark up that conversation, they pull out the distance card on you.
Well, I don't know, because we live so far away, and long-distance relationships don't really work out, and I'm so busy, I have such a packed schedule, and I have all this stuff going on at work, and my friends and my family go...
Now, if you are trapped in the blue pill thinking meat mode, that answer is gonna f with you hard. And not in a good way. You'll be taking it 3 feet up your ass. But hey, maybe you're into that. Meanwhile, the red pill dudes are like, hey, I'm the side piece. You know what that means? I could get me a side piece. Winning! This is extremely common, especially if you are in the military, so make peace with it now. And number 11, and we've all experienced this, the never-ending circle of breakup and then makeup. This is another way that these people reset the clock on you. And why does this happen? They're looking for something better, and it fell through. Now listen, if this happens to you over and over again, you are not the final solution. You're just a temporary patch. So my advice is this: make peace with it and enjoy the hell out of that makeup sex. Especially if you're dating a certain blonde-haired Sicilian chick, because that can get real. And number 12, and I'm just gonna be honest, it kind of spins me up a little bit. These selfish hypocrites want you, no, check that, expect you to give them commitment, but they will not return it no matter how much you beg. You know you're the side piece, and you're like,
Good, I'm gonna enjoy the sideshow too.
Guess what happens when they find out? World War. Despite the fact that this woman is getting 3 footlongs ran into one bun and they're mixing condiments, I have to throw up. As soon as your hot dog finds another bun, it is the end of the world.
How dare you do the same exact thing that I do, but it's okay when I do it, but not you.
Newsflash to everyone out there. Men and women, they cheat. And men cheat for different reasons. Men cheat mainly because they want sex, and that's about it. Women cheat because the relationship is technically over. The other half just doesn't know it yet. They're auditioning a bunch of understudies to take the main role, if you know what I mean. And she doesn't make any of them wear a condom. Can anyone say, hey, where the hell is the special adult clinic? They're playing Space Ghost in there. Oh, there it is. Number 13, and this one is particularly unlucky. And it is one of the more obvious symptoms on this list. These people will only agree to see you on certain days of the week, or only when they need something. Like everything else on this list, it is unisex, but it does have a caveat. If it's a dude and he only calls you once in a while, it's usually just for sex. Whereas women will only call you when they need something fixed. And I'm not just talking about their sex drive. Paint the porch, fix the tire, re-roof the shingles, cut down a tree, and the list goes on and on. And the egregious ones will only call you when they need money. In your lifetime, no matter how many times you do it, you will never loan a woman money. It's a gift. You just don't know it yet, you bunch of idiots. So, when a woman asks you for money, take the pussy payments up front. Let me get this straight. You want me to pay for 1 month of room and board. Okay. So basically, you're renting your house for a month from me. I have some ways in which you can pay your rent. I do accept direct deposit, if you know what I mean. And I prefer to get those deposits 3 to 5 times a week. And I also accept a couple of nighttime drops.
Actually, I was just trying to make another euphemism for sex.
So was I.
Number 14, and we've already covered this. It's called Backburner Blues. If you haven't seen that episode, here it is. Check it out. Because you're the side piece, they will seldom, if ever, answer your calls. They'll text you back, maybe in a day or 3. And if by some miracle they call you, they'll always be in a bathroom or in their car. Hey baby, what's up? You want to get together tonight?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Just give me an hour. I need to go home and wash this guy's semen off and out of me.
Space Ghost! If this has happened to you, you are not only the side piece, you are the back burner blues side piece. Your ass is gonna get swapped out for another piece of side piece. When?
Mind if I come in?
Not at all. You mind if I leave?
And number 15, if your situation has gone to this level, you're on your way out the door. The person that you are dating is taking vacations without you. Dudes, we've all been there. The woman that you're dating wants to go on a girl's vacation somewhere, and then goes south and you see stuff like this on Twitter. Should I call you Chuck or Cuck? I know you prefer Charles, but let's face it, no one respects you enough to call you that anymore. If you have not seen our episode on cuckolding, it's one of the funnier ones we have. Here it is, check it out. And to my surprise, that video is not age restricted. What the hell is going on in YouTube?
With that being said, please take your position in the corner and watch your husband get plowed in the ass by another dude and break out your drinking straw. Because this milk is coming out chocolate. Screen 5! Why? How did we get here? And I'll be over here drinking my whiskey and hoping he doesn't fart on you. Because let's face it, you didn't sign up for that. You just want to watch him get cornholed, not actually sit in a projectile gunfight.
16 reasons why the worst women remain single. Age restricted. Chocolate milk coming out of some cuckold's asshole. Perfectly fine for the general public. But if you came to this channel for some lighthearted entertainment, you are out of your goddamn minds. But if you came here for some t-shirts or other swag, patrolbase.net, links in the description. Bottom line, gentlemen, if you find yourself in this predicament, do the following. Hit it, quit it, neutral slam it, park stop it, run it through all the gears, jump the ramp into the ditch, bend the frame, and leave it there dripping fluid from the radiator and tailpipe right in front of Section 8 housing where you found it. Cheers. Once you bend the frame, you can't fix that. It is totaled. Kind of like me now after I've gone through the menagerie. And with that being said, I think I'm done here. Go away, Space Ghost is out. What a idiot I was, man. I wish I could go back in time when I was 20 years old, just walk up. What are you thinking, you idiot? I've done that a few times. I come back to the barracks and my roommates are in there, and I walk in on Sunday and I go, I f***ed up, bro. I gave this chick the 10 dick. I think I'm They're like, oh, is she good looking? I'm like, she's about a 6. She's a 6 and you gave her 10 dick? You should have gave her 6 dick. What's wrong with you?